So joining me today is Matt Desharnais from CrossCountry Mortgage. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And so, Matt, as one of our preferred lending partners here at Century 21 Celli, why don't you give us sort of an overview of what it is that you do and why, how you got into the business and just, kind of a little bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in the mortgage business for a little under 10 years. Was in some various sales roles before that. When we first bought our home, the more I kind of talked to family and friends, I started to hear a lot of kind of horror stories about their mortgage process, and just the service they were getting from their bank or the lender, and just some of the challenges that they had. And I'm a combat veteran myself, and I noticed that a lot of the friends I served with didn't even know much about the VA loan. And I actually had some friends I served with who bought a home and didn't even use the VA loan because they weren't really explained the benefits, the great benefits that service members have earned. So that's actually a big reason why I got into the business, was to try to make the process a little better for people I knew, and to kind of spread the word to fellow veterans who, again, have earned the great benefit of using the VA loan. So I got really lucky to come on board with the Potter team at CrossCountry. They've been in business for almost 20 years. So it was great to have a huge team behind me. Our office is located right in downtown Manchester by the sea where I live. So I do selfishly have a 1 mile commute to work now, which is nice. So it was just kind of a perfect storm on all ends.
Yeah. Wonderful. And so you work with a lot of different veterans. What tell us about some of the different programs out there that can assist veterans looking to buy their first home?
Yeah, absolutely. So the VA loan is amazing. Everybody knows, especially in today's market, rates have obviously gone up. That's no secret. But you're still seeing with the VA loan, with even just average credit, interest rates being a half a point to almost a point better than any programs that are out right now. So I would say interest rate with no PMI is really a huge benefit of the VA loan. And again, you can have average credit and still be very aggressive with your interest rate. The second biggest thing, obviously, is no down payment. That's how I was able to buy my first home with not much of a down payment. I've actually used a pretty good little technique. So the challenge, I would say, sometimes veterans see with the no down payment is that sometimes the listing agent might feel like there's no skin in the game, let's say, for them. Even though, again, everybody wants to help veterans, sometimes listing agents get maybe nervous for their clients that a veteran is not putting, a big down payment down. So the way I've kind of been able to offset that throughout my career is what we'll do is we'll have the veteran do some type of a down payment. Obviously, the listing agent holds that in escrow, but then what we agree to up front is that at the end, they're actually going to just use that and we can deduct that from the veteran's closing costs, so that the veteran's able to get the benefit of the no down payment, but they're also able to, be competitive with other offers that are on the table. Another huge benefit is obviously, the no PMI. And then there's something called the funding fee. So for most VA loans, that's how the program gets paid for, is they charge you a funding fee, similar to an FHA loan, where they spread it out over time, but it can still, add to your original loan amount. So what the big benefit of that is if you have a 10% disability or higher, which most veterans, especially over the last 20 years, returning from the Middle East, have either a mental or a physical disability, unfortunately. But the huge benefit is if you do have a 10% disability or higher, the government actually waives that funding fee. So it can save the veteran a lot of money over the life of their loan. Another little kind of secret that a lot of people don't know is that in most towns in the United States, if you use a VA loan and the veteran does have a 10% disability or higher, you can actually get a pretty significant reduction in your property taxes over the life of your loan, essentially. So I think those 4 points are definitely the biggest benefits of using the VA loan.
Yeah.
Obviously, first-time home buyers, people purchasing the VA loan is a great tool, but refinancing the VA loan, it's a great tool for home buyers also.
Yeah.
Um, you, again, can pull money out very easily with the VA loan, and the requirements are a lot looser than maybe a conventional loan. And then obviously they have a very easy streamlined refinance loan, which I've been kind of pushing more with people that are getting into the market now, saying, hey, as
Mhm.
soon as interest rates come down, doing a streamlined refinance to lower your interest rate or reduce your term is very, very easy with the VA loan, especially for maybe older folks that are on a fixed income or retired. They don't look at income. They don't really look at credit score and those kinds of things if you're looking to just reduce your interest rate. So the VA refinance tools are another great option for veterans once they're in the home.
Yeah. Wonderful. So, talk a little bit about, there are lots of brokers out there, and you've chosen to go with CrossCountry Mortgage. Why is that, and what sets your agency apart from other options out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So cross country is huge. We can lend in every state, which is really nice. As we all know, a lot of people from New England eventually move to Florida or other places. So having the ability to lend in every state was great. I personally served, was stationed in New York and in California. So I met a lot of friends and now referral partners over the years. So for me, having the ability to lend in every state and service clients that way is great. Cross country is one of their main missions, and you can see it behind me, is to become the most referred lender in every community we serve. And they have just so many tools for loan officers to be able to do that. My team, so Kevin Potter runs the Potter team. Again, he's been in business for almost 20 years. So I have a huge team behind me. So again, if I can't answer at night or on the weekends for some reason, or I'm on vacation, we have a team of people that kind of all help each other out. So that part of it, which is the service, to me is the number one thing that I try to focus on. Most people don't have a mortgage question until at night when they're out of work or on the weekends. And unfortunately, that can be the challenge sometimes of people getting a hold of their loan officers at night or on the weekend. So I've just made myself available. I say it to clients over and over that I'm going to be a broken record. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night. If you have a mortgage question and you're stressing about it, send me over a text. I can probably relieve that stress for you in 30 seconds so you can get, a good night's sleep and not have to worry about it. They're really dedicated. So one of their core values across country is women, children, and veterans. To me, that was very, very important, especially growing up with a single mom who worked hard for us and all that. So some of those core values I've noticed with cross country is really different. They're not just trying to be a normal bank.
Mm-hmm. And so, talk a little bit about what you do when you're not trying to find the right mortgage for your clients. What kind of things do you enjoy?
So obviously we live in Manchester by the sea. So we enjoy the beach very much. You can have fires and barbecue on our beach in town, which is nice. So a lot of time with family and friends, enjoying the outdoors. I always joke with people, we're a big sports family. I have two sons who have been pretty involved in activities, as most kids are these days. So I like volunteering. I volunteer at the VA down in Bedford a lot. I volunteer at the Gloucester VA. Again, the Potter team has been really dedicated to local events. So we're hosting a ton of events, over the spring and summertime. Hanging out with family and friends, again, beach, outdoors, sports, and kids is how I spend the rest of my time. So
You must be looking forward to summer then.
oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Well, Matt Desharnais, if someone wanted to get in touch with you to start the process, how would they do that?
So very easy. Again, you can reach me on my direct cell phone or email. Our online application process is very easy. For some people who might not be too tech savvy, we can obviously take an application over the phone. But those are definitely the easiest options. I give my cell phone to everybody, and they know, they can reach out to me 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, literally. I've had, again, being a veteran, I've had a lot of firefighters or police officers or nurses that I've helped, and they don't have your typical 9 to 5 schedule. So yeah,
Right.
shoot me a text or send an email and I'll answer.
Right. Well, thank you for taking the time to join me today, and we appreciate you being one of our preferred lending partners at Century 21 Celli. Matt Desharnais with CrossCountry Mortgage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.